chicken wraps for just $5.
Alexander has emerged as a high-power scorer for this team. He steps up every moment out here.
Look out. I'm a dangerous man.
Alexander rains it down from the corner.
This man is on fire.
Oh, my. Alexander. What a shot. Alexander again. He's red hot. Goodness, Trey Alexander.
I'm a dangerous man.
Over his last 3 games, Trey Alexander averaging just under 20 points a game. Last night, he went for 13 and 7 boards. Blue Jays and Xavier coming up in 16 minutes here on FS1. Earlier, it was Marquette punching their ticket to tomorrow night's championship game. Final 12 minutes of this game was essentially a one-possession battle back and forth between Marquette and the 4-seed Huskies, but it's the 1 seed. The regular season champions from the Big East. Marquette moving on. Coming into the day, our bracket expert, Mike DeCourcy, had both UConn and Marquette on that 3-seed line. Xavier 4, Creighton 7, and Providence a 9. So UConn is done, but coming into the day, UConn was a 3-seed and in the East, which meant Albany, New York, Madison Square Garden. Again, location, location, location. Donnie, their season, or at least regular season, is complete, 25-8. What do you forecast from the Huskies going forward from this point?
You know, I think they can learn a lot about what happened in just a couple of days here. You play against an aggressive Providence team, and you're trying to play with that physicality. It really was just a great way to think about how the NCAA tournament will be. So now you play Providence, they're aggressive, you can play that way. They allow you to play that way. You come against a team like Marquette, who may be, yes, physical, but not as physical. Andre Jackson, foul trouble. So you have to understand that you can't just go in and play the same way every game. You want to run your same stuff, but you have to understand it's a different type of physicality, especially heading into the NCAA tournament. But like all teams this time of year, when they lose Casey, they say, you know what? Maybe it's a good thing that we lost.
There you go.
So
you found the positive side. That's
right.
I agree. And look, Donnie, this loss to me changes nothing for my big picture take on UConn. Still a Final Four contender, absolutely. This is one of only a handful of teams in the country that have the balance inside out on offense, really stellar on defense, and ranking the top 20 in offense and defensive efficiency according to KenPom. But look, here's the thing. UConn is going to have some pressure on them. There's no doubt about this. Going into the NCAA tournament, this is a team and a program that has not won a tournament game since 2016. So as good as they've looked at some points and as bad as they've looked at some points, this is going to reset it. There's a little bit of a monkey on their back, though.
If they are able to stay in the East, this crowd will follow them to upstate New York, and they will be loud. Big story from the Big 12, Bill Self, an undisclosed illness, not with the Kansas Jayhawks for the duration of the Big 12 tournament. He did meet with the team over breakfast today. So Kansas without Self taking on Iowa State. Gabe Kalsher with a triple. The Cyclones are within 4 early.
We saw a lot of highlights from Gabe Kalsher. He's their 3-point sniper for the Cyclones.
Juan Harris with a little alley-oop assist right there, put the Jayhawks up 5. They currently have a 9-point lead, 3.5 to go in that one. To the ACC, 1 seed Miami and streaking Duke. Nigel Pack, deep 3, Canes up 2. Derek Lively has been lively. Such a big presence down low.
Oh, he's a top 3 high school prospect. Got off to a slow start this season, Rob, but playing really well the last month.
So Duke closing in on a win. Marquette already with a win here tonight at Madison Square Garden. to move on to tomorrow night's Big East Tournament Championship game. Shaka Smart was kind enough to join us live on the set. Now let's hear from Shaka inside the team's locker room.
That was the epitome of being lost in a fight. You play in these games, man, and we're in the Garden. We're outnumbered in terms of fans.